The average armed citizen has no need or the pocketbook for a gun that can fire in automatic mode. I'm not saying anything about their want to have one, though. Let's talk about that. Here's your armed citizen meme of the week. Screen cap it, crop it, and send it to everyone you know.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Now, let's get on with the content. Just in case you were never told the difference, an automatic weapon will keep on going bang, bang, bang as long as you hold the trigger back or until you run out of ammunition. A semi-automatic weapon, which are 99% of the firearms in civilian hands, only gets you one bang per trigger pull. On top of that, there is a difference between a firearm that can fire automatically and a machine gun. And because most of the public doesn't care to know or understand the difference, the two terms are used interchangeably.
What's the problem?
I hate machine guns.
What are you yelling about?
Yeah, when I get shot at by a 30 caliber M60 machine gun, I get scared. And when I get scared, I get angry. Machine guns affect my ability to perform, and I don't like that.
I'm going to enlighten you anyway, so you can go out into the sea of the unknowledgeable and teach them. So let's talk in this video on the various aspects of automatic weapons in civilian hands. First of all, they're fun. If you're an average guy, I know you can hear your testosterone increase when you lay down some automatic fire. Second, the legal process to acquire a firearm that can fire automatically is long, complex, and expensive. I know enough to know I know nothing about that process, and I really have no desire to find out.
Let's just say we'd like to avoid any imperial entanglements.
Third, automatic weapons are expensive to feed and maintain. Even with ammo prices falling, an afternoon of automatic weapons fire can easily run to $400 to $500 or more. You also pretty much need to keep a machinist on retainer, because if that part that makes your weapon run automatically breaks, you can't just pop down to the local Bass Pro and pick up a replacement. There has been a ban on new automatic weapons and machine guns and associated parts since 1986. The ATF takes a very dim view of civilians importing machine guns. Just ask Larry Vickers. You either have to have someone repair that special part or go through the whole NFA process, the National Firearms Act of 1938, for a replacement part all over again. Fourth, in the real world, usage of an automatic weapon or machine gun is a team sport. Fair warning, I'm an old Navy guy, and I know very little about how the ground pounders and crayon eaters do their job. That's the Army and Marines for you civilians. This is all generalized, non-specific information meant for civilian ears. If you're a current or former 11 Bravo or 0311, please let me know in the comments below if or where I got anything wrong.
Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
The infantry, be they Army or Marines, is a team sport. Everyone has a specific job to do, just like on a football team. each position has a clearly defined job to do during the play. In American football, you have the guards, tackles, and tight end of an offensive line. Even though they are right next to each other, they have similar yet different things to do during the play. Getting back to the infantry, in general terms again, since I'm a Navy guy, a platoon is the smallest independent unit. Even so, that platoon has 2 squads. The weapon most of the soldiers have in the platoon is an M4 rifle that can fire a 3-round burst, 3 rounds automatically per trigger pull, or an M4A1 that can fire totally automatic mode. One guy in each squad carries an actual machine gun. Up until recently, that's been the M249 SAW, or squad automatic weapon. You probably don't know this. The standard infantryman fires his rifle in semi-automatic mode over 95% of the time. His job is to provide precision rifle fire. They can fire automatically. However, the only time their doctrine and training calls for that function is if the platoon is ambushed. Doctrine and training have them spray and pray a magazine while falling back so they can break contact with the enemy. That gives them a moment so they can get set and coordinate a counter assault, which starts with the machine gunner laying down suppressive fire. I'll explain that in a minute. Extended use of automatic mode for the infantrymen quickly depletes their limited ammo supply and leaves the infantrymen black, their infantry code for out of ammo very quickly. Now, there are 3 major design differences between a rifle that can fire automatically and a true machine gun.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying the content so far. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, please let me know by hitting that like button. When you do that, it helps get this content to others and inspires me to keep producing content. While we're clicking on things, hit that subscribe button to help grow this channel and turn on notifications so you know when one of my new videos shows up. I appreciate all comments, so please tell me if you think I'm spot on or way off. If you really like this video, hit share and post it on your social media. Okay, back to me.
The first is the machine gun is primarily belt fed. Here is a small section of a belt of rounds that can be used in an M60 machine gun. The belt is comprised of disintegrating links, meaning the links that make this a belt of ammo fall away when when the first round of ammo is fed into the machine gun. Next, the machine gun ammo is made in belts of 100 rounds. It's a nice round number, and the box for it is small enough for every squad member to carry 1 or 2 of them on top of their own gear. And a routine thing to do is combining several belts together. The M249 nut sack, or the enclosed section that holds the belt, can hold about 200 rounds. The second is a machine gun almost always fires from an open bolt position. This means that the bolt goes forward and it fires. It doesn't go forward and then you pull the trigger. This is because the firing pin is actually a fixed projecting pin on the bolt face. This keeps the process simple. When the bolt comes forward to chamber around, the pin hits the primer as it's driven into battery. That's what makes the round go bang. This is done so it can fire faster, and there is no timing issues to worry about and less parts that can wear out or break. With the M4A1, the process has it chamber the round first, and then it lets go by dropping a hammer to make it go bang. The third design difference is the barrel is easily replaceable in combat. Barrels get hot from firing a lot of rounds in a short period of time. And when they get hot, they become less accurate and a whole lot of other bad news for the good guys kind of things. And changing barrels is this fast and simple. Like I said, war is a team sport, which means everybody does different things simultaneously in support of the common goal. The sole purpose of the machine gunner is to provide suppressive fire. This is where you put so many bullets so quickly into the enemy position that you suppress their ability to move or return fire, lest they catch one or more of those machine gun bullets. You also usually have an assistant machine gunner who humps around a lot of the ammo and spare barrels and helps change barrels and nutsack and takes over if the machine gunner is wounded or killed. Remember, our hypothetical platoon has 2 squads, which for our purposes we will call Squad A and Squad B. When the platoon makes contact with the enemy, one squad, Squad A in this case, opens fire. The machine gunner starts laying down suppressive fire, and the rest of the squad is laying down precision rifle fire, trying to pick off enemy soldiers. While Squad A is doing that, Squad B is moving into another position, and when they get into place, they start up their machine gun and precision rifle fire. At which point, Squad A now stops firing and advances on the enemy. This is also where the machine gunner can change barrels and or reload the nutsack. These 2 squads play a side-by-side leapfrog until they are in direct combat with the enemy or the opposing troops are wiped out, enfilade and defilade, as it were. And when I mean precision rifle fire, I mean precision. If the infantry is not in close quarter combat, which is direct contact under 50 meters, we're talking about 10 rounds a minute or so, 1 round every 6 seconds. Your standard infantryman usually carries 7 standard capacity 30 round magazines on him. 6 on him in his vest and 1 in his weapon. He also carries at least another 100 rounds on him in stripper clips like this to refill or top off his magazines when he's not actively engaged in combat. Firing in automatic mode, a 30-round magazine is empty in less than 3 seconds. That infantryman can be out of ammo in less than a minute if he goes full auto on every magazine. That's very bad. Remember, your standard infantryman carries everything into battle on his back. The rifleman not only has to hump their 7 magazines and another 100 rounds or so in a dump bag in stripper clips for his weapon, to reload the mags. They're also carrying a belt or two of ammo for the machine gunner and their 40 plus pound normal combat load. Unless you're in a fixed defensive position, there is no way one man can hump all the ammo needed to feed a machine gun on his own. Which means if you're out there alone, the only time you'll be humping a machine gun is when you feel like being terminally stupid. Oh, I almost forgot. A machine gun comes in at about 3 times the weight of a rifleman's rifle, 22 pounds for a saw versus about 7 for a rifle. So having an extended walk by yourself, 40 plus pounds of your basic kit with a 22-pound log in your arms and another 20 plus pounds of ammo, you're not going very far or very fast like that. In conclusion, machine guns are cool. Back when I drove boats for SEALs, I was not a SEAL and I never claimed to be one. I was on an exercise deployment and I got to shoot a belt through an M60. Did it from the hip. I then watched a SEAL take that 27-pound M60, put it to his shoulder, hold it up by the hand grip, and rip off the entire belt in one go, feeding the belt with his left hand. Those are some tough hombres. Machine guns have a significant part to play in that team sport we call infantry. However, they are expensive to buy, maintain, and feed, which means a standard guy like you or I usually can't afford one. If you have the pockets to afford one, go for it. Also, remember, you can't be effective if it's just you and your machine gun. You're better off having buddies with you to share the ammo load and provide precision rifle fire. Stay safe, stay bullet-free, tell your family you love them every chance you get. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day.
If you made it this far, thank you. If you liked this content, please hit the like button to show your support. Help me get the word out by subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to turn notifications on so you know when I post new content. If you think this content would help your friends, the share button helps you get it out to your social media. Comments mean a lot to me, good or bad. Please leave one. All right, go forth and have a most excellent day.